Well, welcome back to Your Carolina. You know, all month in February, you hear us talking about Heart Month. You see us wearing red. That's because it is super important. So we wanted to really sit down and show you some services that you may not have known are available to you. So we are at GHS. Dr. Andrea Bryan, great to let us kind of come into your workspace a little bit. Jennifer, good to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. I know, you should have thanks for having me. I'm excited you're here. Dr. Bryan, I want to talk real quick because I know a lot of us have been talking all month in February about Heart Month, Heart Month, Heart Month. Why is it so important, and why do people maybe not understand the importance of it?
So, you know, cardiovascular disease, #1 killer, especially of women. That's also kind of one of the reasons why we chose February as the month to open our Women's Heart Center, which we've been working on for quite some time. And again, just to increase awareness, to bring women in to get, preventative, kind of services, but for everyone. Heart Month is for everyone.
Let's break some stereotypes real quick, because I know before I really started learning about Heart Month, you would think, oh, that's something that old people have to deal with, or maybe if you're super heavy, it's more. It doesn't really, I mean, that obviously plays a part.
Right. Yeah, so that's not at all correct anymore, unfortunately. Jen and I, work in the hospital as well, and, we have call nights where we are bringing in patients who are in their 30s and putting stents in them, and they're having heart attacks. And the reason for that is because they have lived this life into their 30s where they've not necessarily eaten the right things or done the right things or really followed the right preventative maintenance. And so there's so many things these days in our world that are causing us to have heart disease earlier, and so it's really important for us to try to prevent some of that.
I mean, Jen, I'm a woman, obviously. I, work out, I try to eat all right. There's some days not as good as others. I go to the doctor regularly. What else do I need to be doing to make sure that I'm taking care of my heart?
Yeah, so the American Heart Association recently had a big push to know your numbers. So we want to know what's your blood pressure, what are your cholesterol levels, what's your glucose, because those are all things that put you at risk for cardiovascular disease.
Okay, well, here's something really cool. All you ladies, y'all listen up, because here at GHS, y'all have got a fantastic facility that you can come and get the screening. Explain to me about where we are and about your women's health.
Yeah, so we have been working pretty hard over the last couple years to get this point, so we're really excited about it. Our Women's Heart Center is in our Cardiovascular Diagnostics building, which is over on Grove Road. And so Jen and I will start seeing patients in preventative screenings this month, and it's an hour-long screening.
Wait, you get an hour with an actual doctor and nurse practitioner?
Yeah, right, yeah, so that's one of the great parts about it. A lot of patients have a primary care doctor that they do some of these things with, obviously, but unfortunately in today's world, we're on such a tight time constraint, with seeing our patients in our office, that we don't really get to spend the time to go over in-depth detail for your, sleep hygiene, your sort of mental health wellness.
All that plays a part.
Yeah, diet, your diet, nutrition, your exercise. Are you doing the right thing? Are you doing it for long enough? Is your heart rate at the right place? All these things that we mentioned before, your cholesterol screening, blood glucose screening, weight, EKG, family history, all these things, even OB history, which a lot of girls don't take into account, but that really plays into your cardiovascular risk.
Jen, who is eligible to come to the Women's Heart Center?
So we want to see women between the age of 30 and up who have one or more risk factors for coronary artery disease, or who are concerned about their risk for heart disease.
Yeah, and some of these people may not know that they have any risk factors. I mean, we know that 90% of women have one or more cardiovascular risk factors, and I can guarantee you that maybe half know about that. Jen and I have a lot of good resources, where we could lead people in the right direction as to what lifestyle changes they need to make and what diets they need to think about following that are specific to them.
Yeah, all right, let's end on a high note and a positive here. All right, if you're sitting at home and you're going, oh my gosh, I know I'm a few pounds overweight, or maybe you're smoking, stopping those things, like, I mean, it reverses any damage like right away. Is that still?
It definitely starts to reverse damage. And so if you stop smoking today, then studies show that within 15 years, all that plaque and gunk and everything that you've built up within your heart arteries is gone in reverse, and you have the arteries of a non-smoker.
All right, so if you are watching at home right now and want to make your appointment, come by and see them. Go to their website, ghs.org/Women's Heart Center, and come by with these lovely ladies.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, guys, we'll be back with you. Got it. We'll be back with more Your Carolina next.